I was out here about a month ago looking for petroglyphs. I spent most of the day walking around, well, first on this flat area up here, and then down below, which you can start to see now. I'd heard there were petroglyphs around here, but I didn't find any. Today I'm meeting up with someone who has found them, and she'll lead the way, and I think we'll find some petroglyphs. Apparently we're going to go down. Well, we're trying to find a way down. I actually looked at this a month ago and decided it wasn't a good way. We'll see, but I'm still looking. Okay, so we think this is the way down. Those rocks give you something to hold on to, and it'll get you down to the bottom. It's a likely looking spot over there. I think it's a dried out tank. Sort of crunchy. Well, funny to walk on. Okay, I've been walking a ways, and surprisingly I haven't seen anything, and I just come to a spot where I can see some. So let's look a little closer. I see some over here. I see one right down here too. Take a look at that one. That looks like a, well, I guess I'd call it coyote. I don't usually see so many coyotes. It seems like everything I see these days looks like coyote to me. Let's see what we got over here. Well, there's another one. And some indistinguishable things. And up here is something sort of weird. Maybe a guy with his arms up. I'm not sure what the pattern means. Of course, I'm not sure. Anyway, that's the start. I stopped prematurely looking around the corner here. I see something looks a little better. See if I can get close enough. Oh, there's some on the rock down below. Let's start with this one. Okay. Again, a little bit sloppy, but there's a little more artwork there. And the thing I was mentioning down below here I'm seeing is right here, and my shadow's in the way. Let's see if I can get that so you can see again some artwork there. And I just noticed another one here. See these things that look like centipedes. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're, depending on the artwork, it may look like corn. It may represent corn, but that's one of those. And opposite the centipede, I see something on this face over here. A bunch of dots. This is all dotted stuff. A squiggly thing like a snake. Another snake-like thing down here. This little alcove, they put petroglyphs. I've walked outside the alcove now, and I see this vantage point shows me a few others. So here on this one, we can see some, again, some squiggly action. There's a lot of it over here. And that's something pretty fancy in the middle. I'll step up to it and see if I can get close up. Rather unique. I don't know what it is. Here's some of those squiggly snakes. Here's this other panel where I can see some, oh, there's some tracks as well as some primitive animals. Mark down there. Oh, and it's coming off on this inside here. See, it's unfortunately it's coming off, but more squiggles there. I noticed this too. I'm sort of wondering if these dots are somebody fooling around, modern people. But this one up here looks real, so let's go a little closer. Yeah, it's a fat guy, a snake, maybe some tracks, some fainter stuff off to the side here. That's a pretty nice one down there. I'm going to have to get closer to that one. Okay, well, notice this one as I'm passing by. There's a fellow with some claws. He's a bit deteriorated, but somebody did some work to make that one. But here's the one I'm heading for. Let's try to get closer to that. Take a seat here. I like the negative relief with that snake. It's not too common. Sort of got a positive and a negative. They may or may not be snakes, of course, but they're squiggles of some sort. And you got a little geometric pattern on the left, some stair steps. Not bad. I think I see a snake up here too. Right here on this top, you can see it. If I can. I don't know if I can fit it all in because it's pretty long. The sun's not good. Let me see if the hat can help a little bit. Yeah, it's all sort of all in the shade now. Come down the hill a little bit and I noticed this nice spirally looking thing. Let's go get a closer look at that. That's nice work. Repatinated. There's some, looks like some other structure below it. Some sort of tail for the spiral, possibly. Is that a spiral? Or circles? Sometimes you have to look really close to tell. I'm not going to judge it, but it looks like it ends here, so probably a spiral. I see some tracks over there. Oh, and look at this structure down here. I don't know if that's natural or a tank. Looks sort of natural. But anyway, back to the... Oh, I see a number of glyphs down here, so let's go have a look. This looks, I usually call them deer tracks. They could be other type of ungulate. But that's pretty much what their tracks look like. When ungulate, by the way, is a bighorn, elk, antelope, or deer. The grazers, they're sort of hard to tell apart in these old petroglyphs. I tend to call them all deer, although that's of course wrong. Probably more of them are bighorn than anything else. So I'm not seeing too much on those, so let's get over to this one, which I did see. It's a spiral with a squiggly tail. Not as nicely made as some of them we've seen. I see another one down here too. Oh, before we get to that, I see a pretty nice looking deer or bighorn, or as we've just learned, ungulate. Right here, that one's nicely made. There's a few other marks on this one, but nothing we can make out. But over here is this other spiral with a short tail. Let's get my shadow out of the way. Again, that's pretty nice work. And looking back, I see another couple I missed. So I just come from here, but I didn't see the bottom end of this rock. And it's got some nice stuff. It's easy to miss this stuff if you're not paying attention. That's pretty good stuff right there. A guy, an animal, spiral, and look down here. 3 people together. Bear track. Unfortunately, it's coming off. And look, down here too. Good petroglyph area. Get a look close to these three guys. That's nice work. Nice piece of petrified wood. Heading back. Run across these sheds now and then. A lot of people collect them. I feel lucky if I just stumble on one. You spotted that. That's an old one. Nice job.